It's a rather warm February night here in Boulder, Colorado. And on the campus of the University of Colorado Boulder, we welcome you inside the CU Rec Center Ice Rink for tonight's matchup featuring the San Diego State Aztecs and the Colorado Buffaloes. Finally back here at home. Thank you all for tuning in to SCOBA Sports. Kieran Walker, Aiden Glockner, as always, bringing you these games. And Aiden, it's been a rough patch for this Colorado team, and nonetheless, they're coming in here playing the bottom team in the WCHL. They sit at number 10. SDSU sits at 11th. So it should be an interesting match, to say the least, here this evening. And for the
absolutely. Sorry to cut you off there, Kieran. I mean, you can see it here. I should say 10th in the conference and 11th in the conference, but SDSU with a 3-17-1 record. Colorado not much better to match with 7-16-2. Just a 10-point differential between the two. And look at that, minus 98 goal differential for the Aztecs.
That is not a great look for really either of these teams. But let's go to public address announcer Connor Tarbert.
And now the starting lineup for the San Diego State Aztecs. At right wing, number 10, Cameron Faraz. At left wing, number 7, Mason Brown. At center, number 61, Braden Mayer. At right defense, number 67, Zachary Struzes. At left defense, number 18, Logan Okansky. And in net for the Aztecs, number 31, Liam D. And now the starting lineup for your Colorado Buffaloes. At right wing, number 93, Owen Dickinson. At left wing, number 37, Brody Pearson. At center, number 25, Cam Piggott. At right defense, number 4, Jake Carney. At left defense, number 15, Michael Ryan. And in net for your Buffaloes, number 33, Matthew Server. And now, if you are able at this time, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of the National Anthem of the United States, the Star-Spangled Banner.
We are ready to get underway here at the CU Rec Center Ice Rink. Aztecs and Buffaloes facing off the first time this season. And ladies and gentlemen, before we start, our sideline reporter, Paxton Haynes, has more for us. We'll welcome you back to the broadcast booth for a moment. And we are ready to get underway here at center ice. Owen Dickinson in to attempt the opening draw. He'll get it. Play played into the corner, kept out of the net by server. Racing for it, Cam Pickett backhands it, but it's kept in at the top by SDSU. It's kept in by Okonski. Logan Okonski at the top of the zone. That's cleared out. Dickinson there to receive. Diving for the puck was Zachary Strusis. Center pass to Dickinson. Backhander shot save made by goaltender Liam D. Aztecs trying to clear it, and they will. Puck is handled by Mason Brown. Brown with a shot swallowed up by server. And some extracurricular activities already taking place along the boards. This Colorado team fired up here in this rink. Buffs were supposed to play a series against the Oklahoma Sooners last weekend. That ended up having to be canceled due to travel issues. It was a very cold one as some winter storms. A winter storm that spanned 2,000 miles across the country that prevented them from coming up here to Boulder.
Yeah, well, good chances is if you're listening to this broadcast, you probably experienced some form of that winter storm. It was everywhere, Kieran. It was very, very cold here, but that's nothing to match, honestly, the entire eastern half of the continental United States.
Absolutely. My home state of New York, your home state of Connecticut, well, they got hammered, man. It was
got
crazy.
hammered, and it's freezing there this weekend. What, minus 21, I think?
Yeah, that's unreal, dude. I mean, Boulder's kind of in its own little void here. We're kind of haven't really experienced it.
And if we thought it was cold in this ice rink, well, there's a temperature colder, maybe, just maybe.
Merrick handles the puck in the neutral zone. Rosalenko wraps it around. Out of the net comes D to play it. Now it's handled by number 33. Cleared out. SDSU coming the other way. Matty Holt chasing down the puck behind his net. He'll play it out to the near side. Here's Testa. Testa sent it across to Ryan. Ryan will send it off the pads of D. Now into the corner. Testa takes a check. Hofteaser lost the puck. Ryan Alaris able to clear the zone. Handled by Hull. Hull will send it back out to Dougie Wood. Wood out to Testa. 2-on-3. It's shot save made by D. Now Wood centering pass to Testa. Can't connect. He lost it. On the far sides, it's Michael Ryan. Wood trying to get a shot off. He can't. Wrong spot cleared out by Patrick Morris. Morris again. Morris on the odd man rush. He'll go down by Hofteaser. Here's Ryan on the far side. Ryan lost the puck. Excellent stick work, and down goes SDSU's Patrick Morris. Now to the far side, wrapping around. Server comes out to play it. He'll play it into the corner for Hull, and he'll retreat back to his net. Kurt Stuckey lost the puck. Masalis on the ice for the first time this weekend. Haven't seen him come out here in a bit. It's great to see him back. Played to the far side. Stuckey's shot, save made by D. Rosalenko looking for the puck, and it's cleared, coming the other way. Another 2-on-2. That shot deflected up into the netting and out of play.
You know, one of the biggest problems that plagued Colorado, Kieran, versus the University of Mary a couple weekends ago was just relentless pressure from Mary, and that's because Mary was top 10 in the country. Here you're facing a San Diego State team who is the only team worse than you in the WCHL in pretty much every statistic, and they get an odd man rush there, but Colorado definitely has an easier opportunity tonight to be able to stifle those and even turn the puck over on those rushes and convert into chances for themselves, and that's what you want to see here, as that should have been a cross-check called there on San Diego State.
Ref's a little lenient here to start off play this evening. Here's Pickett. Pickett out in front, skating, tripped up, and the puck sent wide, but we'll get a penalty assessed. And it looks like Colorado will go on the power play to start off. Heading to the box is Cameron Farris, the forward from Las Vegas. Correction, that is Zachary Kasingo heading to the box. First man advantage of the night comes for Colorado. Dickinson in for the draw, and he gets it. Pickett sent back to Weiss. At the top, a lot of young talent for Colorado. Centering pass, can't connect, sent across to Testa. Weiss at the top, shot for the point, down the slot, save. Testa in the far corner, looking for help, he's got it. Wrapped around again for Dickinson, kept into the top by Weiss. Weiss centering pass to Bergy. Weiss at the top, sent it across to Piggott. Piggott into the slot, centering pass. Again to Testa, can't connect with Bergy. Now Testa behind the net.
Well, Kieran, you could see those numbers. This is the 10th ranked in the WCHL power play versus the 11th ranked in the WCHL penalty kill. Not stellar numbers for either team.
That shot by Weiss is swallowed up by D. And yeah, Colorado spent the bulk of that power play, all of that power play, in fact, what is past of it, in the SDSU zone.
And that's something we continuously harped on the 2 games against Mary is they had a number of chances on the power play. They just couldn't get set up at all, Kieran. I don't know if they spent more than 25% of their actual man advantage time in the O zone versus the University of Mary.
Yeah, that Mary series was brutal, to say the least. Pearson centering pass, cross ice rather, to Wood. On top for Merrick. Here's Pearson on the far side. Wood can't connect.
Twice now, Wood has been wide open for an empty net.
That shot sent wide as it went off the pad of D. What a chance for Pearson. That one sent back across to Brody Pearson at the far half boards. Here's Jake Rosalenko. Sent to the far corner. Final 40 seconds of this power play. Merrick at the top, back to Pearson. Shot into traffic and deflected. Merrick will keep it in at top. Pearson, that pass deflected. Wood is there to receive. Hofteaser, set around back. That centering pass, Rosalenko tried to get a shot off, but it's saved by D. Final 15 seconds on the man advantage for Colorado. First time they have been forced out of their offensive zone. Now on the far sides. Final 5 seconds to go on the man advantage. Merrick racing for it. That's sent up into the netting, and play will stop.
Much more encouraging power play for Colorado. 4 shots on that man advantage in the 2 minutes, almost all of which was spent, as you said, Kieran, in the offensive zone of the Aztecs. So Colorado early on doing a pretty good job of actually getting that pressure on the Aztecs. Shot 7-1 for the black and gold, just unable to put it into the actual goal just yet.
Jeremy Nash on that draw. He'll take it back for Colorado, handled by Hull. Hull dropping back, feeling pressure. Pressure from Barber. Set across in the far corner. That's Stuckey. Taken by Hull behind his net. Hull will play it back to Stuckey. Stuckey cross ice. Handed by Denali Hussey. A lot of the young players seeing action here this evening. Here's Jeremy Nash. Up the far side. Out into the neutral zone. He's got it. 2-on-2. Nash backhands it. That one's saved out in front. Rebound. Score! Jeremy Nash, his first of the night. Colorado takes an early 1-0 lead. What a play off that rebound.
Well, that was just really nice work by the Buffs. They were just going to work on Liam D here. And they're able to put a couple shots on net, a little bit of pressure, and they get one that nearly trickles past him and into the goal. It doesn't. Colorado able to get the sticks on the rebound, and a nice goal for the Buffs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Play resumes. Hot play in the corner, handled by Hofteaser at the far half boards. Hot play at the near side is Jake Carney. Jake Carney will send it into the corner. Racing for it is Hofteaser. Now on the far side, Michael Ryan looking for the puck. And it's handled by SDSU. Hofteaser tries to clear. And he does. Back out to neutral territory. Here comes Michael Ryan, sent it across to Testa. Testo looking for the centering pass. He'll send it across, this time to Logan Bergy. Bergy takes a shot sent high over the net. That shot, score! Logan Bergy! He had an incredible chance on that last play, and he capitalizes. 2-0.
Well, what a nice play by Bergy. That's 2 goals by the Buffs now, just down low and just little dekes in front of D. That one by Bergy, just quick turnaround into nearly a mini breakaway he had, just one-on-one with the goaltender, and he's able to deke right, left, and put it around the right leg of Liam D for the 2-0 lead for the Buffs early on in this game.
Now Colorado getting tested by SDSU, going down the opposite side. That's behind the net. And pressure from Weiss. Weiss will pick it up. Weiss got help from Hunter Merrick, but he finally clears. Jake Rosalenko lost the puck. That's taken by Luke Massey. Massey, Weiss with a redirect. That's sent high over the net. Massey goes down hard. Right down that slot. Now Weiss at the far side, into the corner. He'll wrap behind the net. Rosalenko is there. There's pressure, out to Merrick. Merrick, shot into traffic and deflected wide. Merrick trying to hold on. Right behind the net, in the midst of it is Rosalenko, fighting for it with Colby Hennessy on SDSU. And Colorado comes away. It's Piggott. Piggott heads to the top for Massey. Massey from deep, deflected in traffic. That shot gloved down by D. Puck is behind the net. It's Weiss again. Weiss with Piggott. That's sent up, and it'll be picked up by SDSU. And they'll clear. 11 minutes to go here in period number 1. Our first icing call of the night comes against the Aztecs. Thank you for watching Colorado Men's D1 Hockey. Kieran Warger, Aiden Glockner, Paxton Haynes coming up here in a little bit. It's great to have you with us on this fine evening here in Boulder. That shot deflected way high, nearly into the rafters.
You know, Kieran, I mean, we're just 10 minutes into a 60-minute plus hockey game, but you can kind of see, despite Colorado having just a paltry couple wins on the season, you can see why San Diego State has just 3. They have 1 shot on goal thus far through 10 minutes in, and Colorado has been all offensive zone time thus far.
Now Pearson fires. That shot kept out by D. On the far side, Piggott looking for the puck. Here's Hull. Now it's offsides. Looks like it's going to be called against the Aztecs. Let's go down to Paxton for an update.
Hey boys, checking in on the world of ACHA D2 right now. The Colorado State Rams and Wyoming Cowboys are playing right now. The winner of that game is going to play the Colorado Buffaloes tomorrow here at the Rec Center for the playoffs. And right now the Cowboys are up 3-0 right now on the Rams early in the first period. It is all Wyoming. I'll be tracking that game and giving you guys updates for the broadcast. Back to you.
Puck handle behind the net. Looks like that's Matty Hull, yes. Hey, Hull really likes to hang out behind that net. Big trip out in front. This is number 61 will go to the bench. Now another chance, shorthanded for Colorado. That shot deflected high. Robinson at the top. Grant Robinson seeing the ice time. Penalty coming for the trip on Jeremy Nash. Nash had that power play goal earlier today, but he gets tripped up. And now heading to the box, it's going to be Cameron Ferraz. Cameron Ferraz, excuse me. forward from Las Vegas. Faraz leads his team in points, 10 goals, 5 assists, and only 18 games played this season. Now Weiss, he'll play it back. Florida wins the draw. Piggott sent it back across to Weiss at the blue line. Now Piggott trying to get up into the slot. He lost the puck. Now Bergy at the far side, wrapped around and cleared as Testa can't connect. 20 seconds gone by, server plays it. Handled by Weiss. Weiss feeling that pressure from Patrick Fast. Now at the far side, it's Cam Piggott. He's got wheels. Odd man run, short-handed rather. Now Weiss. They'll play it back to Piggott. Weiss on the near side, looking for a slot. Now Piggott centering pass. Bergy shot saved by D. Sent wide for Piggott. Piggott skating up into the slot. He'll leave it back for Dickinson. Dickinson centering pass can't connect, and that's smothered up by D. Inside 9 minutes to go here in period number 1. Colorado leads 2-0.
And some more continued offensive pressure from Colorado. They have another power play, and they've spent the first half of it just once again inside the Aztec zone, putting pucks on net, upping their shot total. That's now 11-1.
Merrick takes a shot into traffic, deflected wide by D. Wood in the far corner, with it back to Pearson. Pearson broke his stick. He's going to charge back to his bench as here's Merrick is going to handle it. Rosalenko going to send it out to Brody Pearson. Merrick looking. He's going to send it back to Pearson. Pearson will glove it down as I cross, rather Dougie Wood. Here's Rosalenko skating up that far side. Looking for the puck. Off-teaser trying to get a stick on it. It's handled by Wood. Now back to the top. McCarney. Here's Merrick. Merrick from deep. Off-teaser can't get the redirect. 9 seconds to go. Puck loose in front and cleared out by the Aztecs. Successful penalty kill for San Diego State. And Hofteaser takes a bit of a check. As Braden Mayer came into that red hot. Here's Michael Ryan. Out to the far side. He lost the puck, tried to get it to Stuckey, can't connect. Stuckey lost the puck, and coming away with it is Struzas.
Finally, San Diego State, it took the 3 guys to get the Colorado Buffaloes off the puck, and that was some really good puck management and puck possession there by Colorado. The entire power play, just able to keep it in for nearly all of the managed vantage time and really go to work with it. They got some nice chances, especially right there at the end as the time expired. So some good work early on, first 13 minutes of this game.
Jeremy Nash in for the draw. Already has 1 goal on the night. Aztecs will take it. They're trying to shift the tides. 2-on-2 for the Aztecs is broken up by Michael Ryan. Ryan with another hit. That shot saved by Server.
And that's the Aztecs' first shot of the game since the first shot of the game.
Zaskis, that shot gloved down by D. This will set up Colorado not backing down. That's Kevin Maselis. Now Carney from the top, that shot deflected. Made it through traffic. Great job by Carney finding an open slot. Now out in front, D trying to get a stick on it, or trying to get his pad on it rather. Now it's cleared out, Carney over to Ryan. Maselis looking for the puck. It'll be handled by Morris. Now Maselis chasing it down. And they'll come back out. Pearson looking for the puck. This one's bounced off the glass. It's across from Robinson. Not going the other way, it's Pearson. Pearson, little wrap around its head, backhand pass to Hole shot into traffic.
That might have been goal of the week, of the season, of the month, had they pulled that off.
Absolutely. Server diving for that save. As Grant Robinson got a little caught up. That was tripped over. Now Piggott fighting for the puck. Coming away with it is Owen Dickinson. Over to Pearson. Now sent back across to Dickinson on the far side. Robinson kept it in at the top. Pearson centering pass to Piggott, can't connect. Oh, looking for a chance. Piggott with a check into the corner. Weiss is back out on the ice. Weiss going up the other way. He'll take a check into the far half boards. He lost the puck. Down goes Weiss. And the Aztecs have cleared once again.
Colorado's doing an incredible job right now at just not giving the Aztecs any time and space. Every puck right there with Rosalenko, you can see the Buffs are first two, and they're just hounding the Aztecs in their own zone, just creating turnovers, creating chances for Colorado.
Bergy trying to get the puck on. Now Rosalenko, backhander. Pass to Bergy. Bergy will handle it. He lost it. And now coming the other way. It's odd man rush for SDSU. That shot saved again by Matthew Server and sent wide.
Did not really like how Merrick played that. He took the shooter instead of the pass option.
Server's got a broken stick. Looks like rather. Correction, it's Colby Hennessy for SDSU. Now
Server was down and out there, though, for a second, and an awesome chance for San Diego State to get on the board.
Weiss played it back into the corner, or he'll pick it up. Hunter Merrick backhands it to Weiss. 4 minutes to go here in period number 1. Buffs lead by 2. Off teaser, looking for the puck. He's got wheels on the near side, as does Rosalenko, who will send it into the near corner.
Good work by San Diego State. Hofteaser and Rosalenko nearly teamed up on a incredible 1-2-1 bump pass play there to get it up the neutral zone in about 2 seconds, and credit to the Aztecs, they stuffed that up.
We'll get a stoppage here as a penalty will be assessed for tripping.
Looks like it's going to be on Testa.
It's a big loss for Colorado. And the Aztecs will get their first man advantage of the night. Huge chance for a capitalization after going down by 2.
Yeah, you know, Kieran, I think all 3 penalties in this game thus far are tripping penalties, which is just rather comedic when you think about it. I'm not sure when I've seen every single penalty in a game thus far be the exact same penalty.
Now in for the draw is Owen Dickinson with Patrick Fost. Dickinson will take it, but it's turned over quickly. Sent across to Faraz at the top. Faraz handled to Okansky.
As you can see right there, the Buffaloes 79.8% on the kill this season. That's bumped them up the past couple weeks, up to 6th place in the WCHL. Meanwhile, 11th on the penalty kill, 10th in the conference on the power play are the Aztecs.
Dickinson with a huge hit. He managed to escape without damage. Shot saved by Server. No, they score! It breaks through Server's pads. That's Mason Brown for the Aztecs.
And just like you said, Kieran, just a little bit of life for the San Diego State Aztecs. And yeah, that one just leaks right through Server. He's going to want that one back. Just a simple little shot from midway up the slot, roughly, and San Diego State with just 5 shots on goal. Well, they've got 1 goal on the board, and it's now down to a 1-goal lead for Colorado on a little bit of a broken play there on the penalty kill.
Dougie Wood in for the draw. The Aztecs will take it. Dropping back is Kashingo. He'll get rid of the puck. Weiss is chasing it down. Looks like Wood lost his stick. The puck is on the other side. Ryan Elleras. Brown lost his footing. Elleras will bring it back out to neutral territory.
Oh, Hofteaser nearly took that away with miles of open ice ahead of him.
David Hoftees are one of the fastest skaters for Colorado. Deflection here out in front. That shot deflected wide. What a play by Faraz.
Well, I'm not really sure what was going on there with the Buffs defense. Slipping and falling and allowing a shot off.
Here's Hofteeser. 3-on-3. Takes a shot. Score! Did that go in? It did! David Hofteeser sneaks it past Liam D. What a goal. You mentioned Hofteeser 2 seconds ago, Aiden, and he comes down that right side with speed. And he's able to put it past.
Hofteeser a little sneaky there, and yeah, just like you said, past the pads of Liam D, and that's good. A get-right goal there for the Buffs. If you're a Buffs fan, well, you've responded now from the admittedly weak goal that was allowed on the penalty kill to the Aztecs. Now San Diego State, they're back in a 2-goal hole, and they have to keep pressing Colorado. Good job there to defend that lead on home ice.
Marcellus won that draw, sends it over to Nash, but it's quickly turned over, and now it's handled by Hennigan. Hennigan able to clear. Now it's sent into the far corner. Wrapped around to the near side. Moretti will pick it up. And Marcellus will clear. Odd-man rush for Colorado. Marcellus out to the far side. Shot saved by D. And cleared out again. Chasing down the puck is Denali Hussey. But an icing call will come against the Aztecs. Colorado with another chance in enemy territory.
Overall, a really good first period, I would say. Obviously, 1:40 still remaining on the clock here in the first frame. You know, anything can happen. You can score 2 goals in that amount of time. But Colorado has had a very, very dominant performance here in the first frame. I mean, 18-5 shots on goal says it all, but the eye test says it more. You've watched them on the left side of the ice here for nearly the entirety of this frame.
Whole backhand pass picked up by Marcellus. Marcellus with another backhand attempt. That was handled. Here's Hussey. Hussey able to clear. There's Hole, sends it up the far side. Now coming the other way is Connor Hennigan. Hennigan sent that one up. Looked like it went into Colorado's bench. Now the other way. Another odd man rush for the Buffs. Here's Bergy. Backhand pass. Saved by D.
Oh my, that should have been a 4th goal right there. Just unable to handle the puck fully was, I believe, Bergy, the trailer. And oh my, what a look from the Buffs. I mean, turnover just past the blue line on the Colorado side, and suddenly it's a 2-on-1 break for Colorado. It's good pass look that the Buffs made there, and just unable to handle the puck fully before getting a weak shot off on D. He's able to stuff it up.
Ryan shot for the point, save made, rebound, cleared out. Sent wide. Here's Russelenko in the near corner. He'll leave it back. Give it back for Bergy. Massey, backhand pass to Bergy in the far corner. He'll pick it up, but loses it near the half boards. Russelenko trying to keep it up, but it's turnover. Now the other way are the Aztecs. For us, final 20 seconds to go in period number 1. Ryan will send it back to Carney. A center pass shot, score! My goodness, what a shot by Cameron Faraz. Looked like a wraparound attempt, and Matthew Server didn't know what to do with that one as that one sneaks over his right shoulder and into the back of the net. Holy cow.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that's just unlucky for the Buffs there, and a great puck placement by San Diego State. They have the puck down in the bottom right corner, and just on a little bit of a break, the Buffs break down to pinch, and they're able to send the puck up to the slot and just get a quick tip on it, nearly unsavable for Matthew Server. And not quite the same as the previous goal he let up, albeit disappointing for him nonetheless.
Dickinson, they'll take the draw. Another quick turnover. Here's final seconds of the period, 10 seconds rather. Here's Weiss. Weiss takes a shot for the point. That's deflected in traffic. Now Pearson behind the net. Merrick, centering pass, can't connect, and that's sent into the corner. That'll do it for period number 1. So Colorado will head to their locker room only up by 1. They came into this period with a early 2-0 lead. That was an electrifying first 5-6 minutes or so, Aiden.
Absolutely it was. And not only was it a quick 2 goals, the shot advantage is 19-6 in that period by Colorado. I mean, for all intents and purposes, that was an amazing home period by Colorado. They got 3 goals on the opposition, 2 of them, as you said, very, very quickly, one of them on the power play. And they were able to just really press in the Aztecs in their own zone, as we said, not giving them time, not giving them space, winning the battles along the boards as well as in open ice. But on the other hand, almost a perfect road period for the San Diego State Aztecs. They allowed 3 goals, but they scored 2 on 6 shots. Now, one of them Matthew Server is going to want back, and one of them was a pretty nasty tip, Kieran. But nonetheless, they're only down by 1 goal.
That's quite an impressive period from both sides of the ice. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe Paxton Haynes is standing by with one of our players before we head into intermission. And we'll send it down to Paxton.
All right, I'm here right now with Logan Bergie. And Bergie, that was a pretty sweet goal you had there in the first period. What was your perspective on that one?
Yeah, it was a weird bounce. They tried to clear the puck, went off the stanchion. It went like 30 feet in the air, and I kind of just got a lucky bounce, made a nice move, and buried. So,
What are you liking most about how you guys are playing right now to be up after 1?
I mean, we're definitely not satisfied. I mean, this is a game where I feel like we should be up by a couple more, and this is where we got to make a statement. We were saying it all week. It's a statement week. We're going to make a statement the rest of the year, so we're going to go off that.
All right, thanks, Logan.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, thank you, Paxton. We really appreciate that, man. First night of sideline reporting for SBS, a new era for this broadcast team. It's great to see so many of the players engaging with us on the final moments. So, 20 minutes gone by. Colorado leads 3-2. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Scope Up Sports. back in Boulder for period number 2 between the Aztecs and Buffs. Colorado is taking to the ice, and man, Aiden, that was an electrifying first period. I would argue to say that's the highest scoring first period that the Buffs have had this season. Definitely one of them, if not the.
Definitely in a while, at the very least. Colorado has not gotten to those hot, flashy starts, as you just said, and this definitely might be one of the higher scoring first periods of the season, despite it only being 3-2. Now, it being 3-2 is a little bit of a misnomer. Like, as we said, 6 shots on goal for the Aztecs, 19 for the Buffs. Pretty much total domination from Colorado outside of 2 to 3 opportunities, 2 of which the Aztecs cashed in on.
Liam D has been standing on his heels the entire night here in Boulder. Colorado just peppering him every chance they get, and they're going to look to continue that same energy heading into period number 2. Now we're taking to center ice. Owen Dickinson coming in for the opening draw. Dickinson seeing a lot of draws today. Something we don't often see, but he'll take this one. And here we go, period number 2 underway. Cam Piggott sent it back, handled by Michael Ryan, but a turnover coming. Pearson fighting for it. Out in front. SDSU with some urgency early, trying to tie this game. Out in front, that's deflected. It's kept out by Server. Now on the near side. Kansky, that's sent across, and a penalty coming here. This time it looks like for high sticking.
Yeah, this is going to be number 7, Mason Brown, on the Aztecs. Back behind the play, behind the net, and he does catch Buffs up high with a high sticking penalty. And that's going to be another 2-minute penalty for San Diego State. Another 2-minute power play for Colorado, which will remind you is not that great, but nor is the penalty kill for the Aztecs.
Dickinson and back in to attempt the draw. Yeah, Mason Brown had that power play goal in the first for the Aztecs, and now he's a man down for the Aztecs. Now Cam Piggott takes a shot set wide. Testa at the top, sent across to Weiss. Weiss down to Piggott on the far side. Piggott into the slot, that shot deflected into the rafters. Looks like that puck is gonna stay up there.
And that right there is a great example of how those pucks get up in these rafters, or in truly the weirdest locations. You know, there's a couple, it's not showing on camera right now, but there's a couple pipes and such around here, which just, you skate on the ice and you think to yourself, how on earth did a puck get up there? Well, there's your answer.
Merrick at the top. They'll send it down to Dougie Wood. One-timer save made by D. Now Merrick from the top again. One-timer down the slot, save again. Exact same shot twice.
Exact same shot, although I'm not 100% sure the first one ever actually got through to D. It may have been blocked in the slot along the way by the Aztecs. Second one absolutely did, you're right.
Now Merrick looking for a chance. Shot save, rebound cleared out. Off teaser there, but it's cleared out by the Aztecs. A minute to go on the power play.
Excellent job by Colorado, pinching at the top of the blue line, not preventing that puck from exiting the zone and getting another good shot off. 22 shots now on Lee for the Buffs.
Rosalenko sent wide, or sent into the corner. Piggott on the near side. Looking for a chance, backhand pass. On top for Merrick. Merrick over to Pearson, down the slot, shot save. Another one coming from Merrick, that's sent wide, picked up by Piggott. Half a minute to go on the power play. Here's Piggott, shot deflected high over the net.
And Piggott had that angle. He shoots that a little bit lower, and that's in the net.
Pearson back at the hole. He keeps it in. Very close. Here's Piggott. Once again, Hull looking for the stop. 15 seconds to go on this man advantage. Pearson tried to get a shot off. It's deflected. Yeah, LRS all over the ice now, and it's cleared out, and that'll do it. Server will play it back to Matty Hull. Aztecs back at full strength.
Well, Kieran, you can see what the Buffs were trying to do that entire power play, take away the eyes of the goaltender, and they nearly did a very exemplary job of it. You could see Hofteaser was just parked right in front of Liam D. He couldn't see anything for the majority of that time, and the Buffs were doing a very good job at communicating with Hofteaser, getting him to jump out of the way at the last moment, getting that shot through, and like I said, that shot by, I believe it was Piggott, although correct me if I'm wrong, where he had the angle, and if he gets it a little bit lower, that happened a couple times in that power play, so some really good work in the offensive zone by Colorado, just unable to get it past the pads, the glove, and the body of Lee.
Speaking of that offensive pressure, Buffs will get another chance here. It's Marcellus in for the draw.
Absolutely, and faceoffs always are critical, especially when you can keep your opponent pinned down in their defensive zone.
Marcellus wins it. Hole at the top, set across to Robinson. That shot from deep, can't connect back to Marcellus. Now centering pass. Stuckey's not there. 7:15 to go in the period. Here's Hole. Send it back into the far corner.
It's I'm sorry, Kieran. It's the most cliche thing ever, but if you're the Aztecs, you got to be mindful of the long change here. Colorado, first period, hemmed them in the zone. Second period, doing that through 3 minutes thus far, and now you don't have the easy access to your bench.
Now Marcellus, 2-on-3. Feeling pressure, he'll lose it behind the net. Now picked up by Stevenson. That's Heck Stevenson, the defenseman from Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Sent back out. Quite a few Coloradans on this Aztecs team. Turnover to Nash, can't connect. Now Dickinson trying to maintain the puck, shot out in front, rebound by Piggott, can't get through. What a chance, Aiden.
Colorado's had a couple of those now, and that stayed on. Wow, that was an impressive move there for a second. They called off. Colorado has had a few chances here that have just died right at the end of the play, inches from the goal mouth.
Here comes Piggott down the other way. 2-on-2. Out in front, shot save made by D, a Herculean effort.
I want to comment about two things on that play. First, the pass by Cam Piggott. Oh, wow, was that a seeing eye pass. I think that got through two sticks and one player's legs before it made it to the tape of his partner. And then, as you said, my word, Liam D, just stretching out. We saw a save very much like that on the opposite end of the ice earlier tonight, Kieran.
Pearson fires, that save by D again. Holy cow, it just keeps getting better and better. Crazier and crazier.
But yeah, we saw a save very similar like that on the other end of the ice here by the Colorado women's D1 team in their win tonight.
Now puck is loose. Rather, it's handled by Morris. And he'll send it back and picked up. Carney takes a shot off the crossbar, no goal. My goodness.
And I hope you heard that one, folks. That was loud here. Offensive chance after offensive chance for the Buffs. And they are just putting wave after wave of pressure on the Aztecs.
Third pass. Testa goes down. Down in front, it's Pearson fires. He can't make it through. Ryan on the near side. Testa trying to get up into the slot. He's forced out. And Elliot Testa's just been facing so much pressure in the offensive zones this season. He's trying to get a chance anytime he can. Here's Hofteaser on the near side.
He had a lane there, just unable to get a proper handle on the puck.
Hofteaser on the front, shot save made by D. Dougie Wood off that redirect. Just can't make it past Liam D.
No,
right
and he's, as you said, Kieran, doing a very incredible job here. San Diego State defense is flailing. You can see it. It's kind of a war of attrition right now. Colorado is just doing a great job in the neutral zone and at the blue line to just be a very suffocating force, almost like honey. They're just sticking to these Aztec players who are just turning the puck over here and just getting pummeled back and back and back into their own zone, allowing shot after shot here. And they're getting tired. You can see their defensive structure is breaking down. They're collapsing more towards the player with the puck, leaving passes open and leaving shots open for Colorado. Good job here, though, to disarm the Buffs.
Now the other way, 2-on-2. Shot saved by Server. That one came from Brandon Grant. Now they're trying to clear. Here's Wood. Sent across to Testa, backhander to Hofteaser. Hofteaser shot save made. So the other side. The other way is Grant on the near side. Intercepted by Weiss. And he'll send it to Merrick. Merrick sends it to Testa on the far half boards. Here comes Dougie Wood. He's got wheels. Dropping back out to Hofteaser. Hofteaser looking for his second score! David Hofteaser, his second of the night, ladies and gentlemen. And just like that, the lead is back up to 2. It's 4-2, Colorado.
Picture perfect play by the Buffaloes, Kieran. Picture perfect. That was a clinic on puck possession, puck movement, and puck passing. San Diego State got into the zone after I said nice disarmament, and then from their own corner, just 3 bumps, and Colorado's able to take it out of their own zone, and then it's a 2-on-2, and they wait up, get the trailer, and Hofteaser, he gets San Diego's defense sliding, not flying, and it's a 2-goal lead yet again for Colorado. What a well-placed shot by Hofteaser, and what a great goal by the whole team.
Massey on that draw. They'll send it back. Icing immediately called on the Aztecs. Yeah, it looked like that one just came from just beyond the red line. It'll come back to SDSU's zone. Another chance for the Buffs with 13:38 to go in period number 2. Another draw, that one's set high. Comes back to Colorado's zone, handled by Hussey. Hussey over to Hull. Hull backs to Massey, can't connect. We'll go deep into the zone. Rosalenko with speed, chasing down that puck. And now cleared out, one-on-one opportunity. Another icing will be called against the Aztecs. This line has got to be gassed.
Yeah, they must be, and this is a dangerous situation. Colorado, they've been doing well on the faceoffs tonight. And this is just an opportunity here, yet again, to get more shots on goal, more pressure on the Aztecs, and put more work on the goaltender Lee.
Massey in for the draw. He takes a check. No penalty called. Bench 1-1. That shot from deep. Saved by D. Hussey. Able to get that one off, and D's able to raise his pads. Now Luke Massey back into the corner.
I like that look there by Mayer of San Diego State. Just read the defense, or read the play really well.
2-on-2 attempt on a breakaway play. Server clears it out. Now comes back. Handled by Elaros, the defenseman. Puck loose in the corner. A loose stick. It was Hussey's. Hole behind the net. Approaching the 12.5-minute mark here in the second period. I'll leave it back for Hussey. Like Denali Hussey didn't even know that was coming to him. Here's Hole. Sends it across to Hussey. Into the near corner, and they'll go to the bench. Marcellus and company back out. Here's Stuckey. And turned over again to Elaros, who clears. Carney trying to get his stick on the puck and clear that zone. And he's feeling pressure from Barber. At the corner, it's Carney and Barber, 4 versus 4. Colorado clears. Luke Massey with another turnover in the offensive zone. Cleared out by the Aztecs. Here comes Barber. Barber feeling pressure from Ryan, he lost the puck. On a front shot save made by Server, sent wide. Another shot from the point, nearly glove save, but it goes wide. Stuckey over to Ryan. He'll clear. Okansky chasing down the puck. Has his Mash, who takes a hit. Got in front. Stuckey there to receive right down the slot, and he can't get to it. Nash in the far corner. Carney, one-timer shot, save!
Oh, I thought that went in.
I thought, yeah, I mean, it looked like it bounced off the back of the net. Holy cow. For a second, I was like, did I give the wrong call for a second? What's happening?
How could you, Kieran?
It's crazy. Imagine. There's Carney.
We're going to have to demote you.
Yeah, man, come on. I can't be doing that. Here's Piggott. Out in front, Dickinson with a shot save made by D. Traffic out in front, Dickinson goes down. Shot off the rebound, and we're going to stoppage. Looks like...
And I'm not really sure why they've called a stoppage outside of, I think they're saying...
Maybe the net?
Well, it can't be a hand pass because it's not in the ozone. Perhaps the net was off because that puck was not under control by anyone, of any player.
Another draw in the Aztec zone. Dickinson, a bit jumpy with Morris. Dickinson will take it. A shot for the point, save made. Merrick in the vicinity trying to clear. But an icing will come against the Aztecs. Yeah, a lot of icing calls against San Diego State. They've just been trying to clear their zone, and that was one heck of a shot.
Absolutely, yeah. They're just doing everything they can to leave their zone, and just Colorado, like we've said all night now, nearly halfway through this game, has just been pressing them in, and it's something we truly didn't see in the slightest against the University of Mary, Kieran. It just was not there. Now, again, we mentioned the ranking gap between Mary and San Diego State, but nonetheless, Colorado, a much more electric, much heavier, and a much more successful, cohesive, and tight-knit game plan and game play than they had the last time we were here on Scobuff Sports.
Pearson looking for the puck in the corner. Backhand pass intended for Piggott. It's turned over to Hennessy. Going the other way. That time it's Colby Hennessy. That's sent into the corner. Merrick looking for the puck. Now Weiss backhands it to Merrick, who clears.
Really nice read by 87 there. Hex Stevenson for San Diego. Cut that pass off from a very dangerous breakaway play.
Pearson with a big check. The SDSU crowd wanted a penalty. They're not going to get one. Now here comes Piggott, facing pressure. Skating into the slot. He lost the puck, and Piggott goes down. Hex Stevenson, there he is again. They're out in front. Here's Weiss, maintaining control. Sent it back in for Dickinson. Dickinson to Piggott, shot, save made. Beautiful glove save by Liam D.
Folks, if we had replay here, I would want to show you something right now. Cam Piggott just did an incredible job on not just the shift, but the rush over to get the puck into the zone. He was going one-on-one against the defender, and the defender was cutting him off. A nice hip check to the boards on the right side of the defender, but Piggott said, yeah, I don't know about that, and just stepped around him to his right and left the defender in the dust and got that shot off for the Buffs. Just a nice little heads-up play there by Piggott, able to recognize which way the defender is going to try to trap him, able to step around it and still make a play with the puck.
Now Dougie Wood coming in. Braden Mayer, rather. That one's sent wide and cleared out. Another icing coming against the Aztecs. If I said these guys were gassed earlier, they have to, I don't even know what to say at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they just, it seems like every line is just being kept in their own zone and unable to break out for more than just a couple moments at a time, and it's really, really to their detriment here, although Dougie Wood does not see the puck there. Excuse me. Miles Wood, former Avalanche player.
My goodness. Here's Testa. He'll play it in the far corner. Out in front, Dougie Wood nearly lost it. Now it's given to Hofteaser. Testa lost the puck. It looks like Stuzas lost his stick. Now Wood takes a shot, saved by D. And slamming into the boards was Hofteaser, and some extracurriculars behind the net of Liam D. Here we go. Fists fly, but it's broken up quickly by the officials. Looks like we might have some penalties assessed.
And I like Hofteaser there. He just got dumped into the boards. And, you know, going to his defense there, 81 Elliot Testa, but Hofteaser was like, no. It's all good. It's all good. You're good. He does go to the penalty box, though, and it does look like it's going to be matching minors, whether that means 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. is yet to be found out.
Zachary Struzas heading to the box for the Aztecs, the forward from Yorba Linda, California. And Elliot Testa heading to the box for Colorado. Looks like a timeout might have been called by Colorado. No, it looks like officials are convening with the scores table. Looks like public address announcer Connor Tarver just hit 6-7. Are you kidding me, bro? Looks like there's a bit of confusion in the scorer's box. Looks like they'll try and get that sorted out, but the draw will come in the Aztec zone. Testa's penalty is up on the board. Looks like Struzas is heading in for a 5-minute major. This is big for Colorado. Capitalize. It's 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes. Resumed. Puck is handled by Grant. In behind the net. So the Aztecs in no hurry. Pearson nearly got tripped up. Now puck is cleared, set high over the net. Down goes Okansky. Out in front skating, it's cleared out by Weiss. What an attempt by Gregor Poulos. Gregor Poulos now coming the other way is Weiss. Weiss back to Pearson, cross-ice pass. Can't connect with Cam Piggott. Piggott goes down on the far half boards and taken away. It's Connor Hennigan. And from Pearson fires, saved by D, and he'll cover it up. 1 minute to go on the 4-on-4, and Colorado will go on the man advantage for 3 minutes.
Yeah, they will, and you can see on your screen right now that 5-minute penalty on Struzas for boarding, and Elliot Testa did get the cross-checking penalty as well, but a 5-minute major there on San Diego State, and Colorado's going to have that 3 minutes to try to add to their total here. Something that they have proven more than able to do tonight.
It's Stuckey. He's looking for the puck. And handled by Shingo. Nash looking for the puck. Now Stuckey. Shingo will play the puck. Nash picks it up. Final 25 seconds on the man advantage. Here's Stuckey. Fire save by D. 7 minutes to go here in period number 2. Colorado leads by 2.
And Colorado leads in the shots by a lot. They just hit their 30th shot on goal of the night. San Diego State without even double digits in that respect. And that just is a very clear indicator of the way the ice has been tilted here tonight. So don't let the score deceive you. Either way, Colorado has been dominant, but San Diego State, then they've been hanging in here. And if you're a Buffs fan, you want Colorado to put the foot on the neck now. Keep your pedal on the gas, keep your foot on the gas, I should say, and press the lead.
That's what it looks like they're trying to do. It looks like they'll drop back for a moment. Now they go on the man advantage, and they are full steam ahead. Here's Nash. He's getting out top, leaves it back for Carney. Carney fires, deflected, and hits the netting.
We'll remind you, Colorado's power play, pretty dismal 15.8%, but they've already converted here tonight. And it's just another opportunity here now for 3 minutes, unabated, on moving, that Colorado is able to take advantage of here, though. We've talked about it, Kieran. If this is at any other level, that's a penalty for delay over puck, delay over glass. Delay of game, excuse me, puck over glass.
Let's go out to Paxton Haynes for an update. We'll get to that next break, folks. Here's Hole. He's going to drop back. Gonna get back for Wood. Wood out in front. Causes Pearson scores! Brody Pearson, a wide open net off that cross-ice pass from Dougie Wood. We've been looking for it all night. What a goal! And Colorado takes a 3-goal lead.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do there for the goaltender for San Diego State, Liam D? Completely wide open net for Wood, and he's just able to bury that in for the 5th of the game.
My goodness, what a play. 6:15 to go in period number 2. Colorado leads by 3. This crowd is loving it for sure. And I gotta say, Aiden, quite the turnout from the Aztecs coming in up here from San Diego. I mean, their side of the rink here is filled to the brink. Buff Nation showing out in reasonable fashion as well. Now it's sent over to Bergie on the near side. Back out to Weiss at the top. Weiss looking for a spot. Testa will send it back. Here comes Testa. Centering pass to Weiss. Testa again. That pass broken up in traffic. Piggott, one-timer sent wide. Testa near the top. Lead it back for Weiss. Back to Testa. Testa fires. Save made by D. Bergie, that shot deflected up and stays in the rink as it bounced off the glass.
Brody Pearson scored that goal, excuse me. I saw 6-7. It was 3-7 who scored.
Now behind the net, handled by Piggott. Piggott's shot save, and that'll hit the netting. And let's go down to Paxton for an update.
Hey guys, one of the fun things about being ringside is you get to talk to the players when they're in the box. We were just talking with Zach Struzes, who's in the box right now for San Diego State. He's wearing number 67, so obviously we had to have a little fun with him. He said that he's been wearing the number since he was 10 years old, and poor guy's got to deal with it now in 2025 and 2026.
All right, thank you, Paxton. Back up here in the broadcast booth, Rosalenko getting ready to take the draw. He'll take it. Another turnover. Hofteaser racing forward in the far corner, rather. Hole on the top. It's been all Colorado these past several minutes. Pearson across the hole. Hole fires. Shot from the point, and a beautiful save by Liam D. He was diving for that one. Holy cow.
Off the tip of his glove. What a save. He's made a couple incredible maneuvers here tonight to keep the puck out of his own net.
Looks like Matty Hole took a massive hit. He's slow to get up. Makes it to his feet. He's going to try to make it to the bench as quickly as possible. No, he'll stay out. Hole lost the puck. It looks like he might have to go to the bench. That was a huge hit into the boards. You hate to see it. Sent across. Here's Pearson again. That shot goes wide.
Tried the same play. This time didn't work. San Diego State got over, closed the lane, and Pearson forced to shoot wide.
Now Hofteaser. Sent over to Hole. Over to Pearson. Looks like Rosalenko's able to clear it out, but coming the other way. Number 18, but it'll be saved by Matthew Server. That was Logan Lukanski once again. Inside 4 minutes to go, 14 seconds to go on this man advantage for Colorado. That lasted well over, lasted 3 minutes, excuse me. You're watching Scobo Sports. Kieran Walker, Aiden Glockner, Paxton Haynes, ringside. It's great to have you with us here this evening. Merrick takes the draw. After dropping back, they'll get rid of it, and icing comes on Colorado. Tides are shifting. 6 seconds to go on Colorado's man advantage, and it'll result in a draw in their zone. The Aztecs coming out off the gates hot.
Well, the Aztecs, aside from the one goal allowed, have done actually a pretty good job of stifling Colorado's chances. Like I mentioned with that Brody Pearson chance, they've done a good job here on this 3-minute power play of getting in the lanes, getting in the zone, pressuring Colorado, but the Buffs still with the majority of the possession and the majority of the ozone time, not just during that power play, but over the majority of the game.
Now Nash going up the far side. Center pass, shot, save made. Scratch that, it's a score! Colorado takes a 6-2 lead at 3.5 minutes to go. What a play, it's Jeremy Nash with his second of the night.
And man, that was a weird one, wasn't it, Kieran? Colorado exits the zone, and they're able to get the puck down the right side, and they just throw the puck on net. They crash towards the net into the slot. And they get the 6th goal.
Massey will take it. Draw over to Michael Ryan. Here's Massey. Just across to Rosalenko. Sent into the corner. Here's Ryan. Ryan out in front is able to clear, as is Bergy. Bergy will bring it out to neutral territory. Here's Bergy at the blue line. He'll retreat out and turn it over to Patrick Fost. Now Luke Massey dropping back, feeling that pressure. Tremendous pressure by Jacob French, the forward from Steamboat Springs. A couple players from Steamboat Springs on this Aztecs offense. And defense, rather. Aztecs trying to respond. There's French. Sent it back into the corner. Rosalenko trying to clear. It's sent across to the other side. There's Bergy, who lost the puck. And Barber will send it into the far corner. Server comes out to play it. Rosalenko trying to clear. It's kept in by Hennessy.
Little lackadaisical from Rosalenko on the clear there. Not really what you want to see, especially late in the period.
And Massey out in front. Over the puck. Server makes a stop. Matthew Server's been tested this season countless times. He's made a Herculean effort on some saves. This is not one of those nights. Odd man rush coming for Colorado. It's Rosalenko and Bergy. Rosalenko shot save. Rather went wide.
And not a ton of urgency on that. Colorado had a 4-on-1, which is not something you see often at all. And they elected to just kind of drift slowly down the slot and take one shot.
That shot off the pads of Server. Bergy applying that pressure. Struzas looking for a backhander. Couldn't get it. And cleared out is Rosalenko, who takes a hit. Makes it back to his feet. Now handled by Grant. Rosalenko's going to head to the bench. Hole looking for help. He'll send it out. Deflected. Played down by Cam Piggott. Back to Hole. Plays back to Hussey. Hussey clears. Sends it in the zone. Out in front, Piggott shot! And a diving save made by Liam D. Aiden, I'm in just as much disbelief as you are, man.
I wish you could see me on the camera right now. Oh my, what a save. Liam D has been tremendous tonight. If you are a San Diego State fan, you are solid in net with him. He has been just outstanding on just what has really been just an offensive avalanche by Colorado. 6 goals here through 2 periods, 35 shots to just 10 by San Diego State. But that save right there, oh my, Liam D. You were going to want to see that one again.
Hole sent that one back. It's back, bounced down along the boards. Coming back out is Mason Brown. They lost the puck. Hussey trying to get a stick on it. Looked like Farris wanted a call. He's not going to get it. Inside 30 seconds to go in the period. Handled, trying to clear it out as Matty Hole. It's Dickinson. So back to Pearson. Pearson will play it back into the corner. Final 10 seconds in period number 2. Colorado leads by 4, their biggest lead tonight. Pearson fighting for the puck. Not going to get it in time as the clock will hit 0. We are 6-2 Colorado after 40 minutes of play. And just when we thought the second period couldn't get any more exciting from the first, I mean, we were proven wrong right away.
Absolutely, we were. Just a great continuance of everything that Colorado did right in the first period. Well, they had it in the second period. All the pressure, all the board battles, winning the puck in all areas of the ice, all three zones. Just absolute dominance here, Kieran, from Colorado. 35 shots on goal, like I said, to just 10 by San Diego State. And what was once a close game on the scoreboard, though not a close game in reality, has now adjusted a little bit to reflect the actual gameplay on the scorebug.
Paxton Haynes is standing by. We'll throw it down to him.
All right, guys, here with David Hoff-Teaser. David, 2 goals and assists through 2 periods. What's the feeling right now having such a productive day?
I mean, it's been a while since I've had such a productive day, but I'm just happy we're winning right now, and hopefully we can put some more up on the board and, have the momentum for tomorrow.
You guys are looking quite good, up 4 goals. What's it going to take to finish this one off?
Just don't take the foot off the gas and just keep pounding them, because we have blown a couple leads before, so we need to make sure we're staying strong, and yeah.
Thanks, David.
Yep, no problem.
You're a Brady fan? Huh? You're a Brady fan?
Thank you, Paxton. That was David Hoff-Teaser. Had that electrifying goal earlier in that period. And ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for us here for the second period on SCOMA Sports. Third period coming your way next. It's time for period number 3 between the Aztecs and the Buffaloes here at the CU Rec Center. Both teams take back to the ice, and Colorado with a dominating 6-2 lead over the Aztecs after an electrifying second period. Aiden, I was in disbelief after watching that.
Oh my,
Seriously.
yeah. First period we thought was good. Second period, even better. Back and forth hockey, tough hits on both ends, tough plays, and some phenomenal saves from Liam D, who looks like he's not going to be in net for this third period, Kieran.
Yeah, we have a goalie change, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like it's going to be Nicholas Heinzel, goaltender from Glen Robertson, Ontario. So it looks like the first Canadian we've spotted on this roster. Heinzel take it to his net. He'll get, looks like he won't get a chance to warm up as the draw will come. Dickinson heading into the circle for the draw. Dickinson's in. Both benches have roared to life, and an easy draw win for Braden Mayer. Set back out. Pearson looking for the puck, as is Dickinson. And now it's handled by Farah's. Farah's back behind the net. Now it's handled by Michael Ryan. Ryan lost the puck. Now Piggott. We'll send it back behind. 30 seconds gone by here in the period. Not a whole lot of the energy in this to start off this period. It's quite different. The Aztecs looking to get back into this game, and you see that with Mason Brown. He had wheels on the far side. That shot deflected by Dickinson, and he broke his stick. He'll head to the bench.
I mean, that was a tough one. Just shattered the stick of Dickinson on the way to the net, and Server and the Buffs able to stuff that one up.
Merrick's shot is deflected.
Hey, well, Kieran, we're getting to the end of the season here. This is the remainder of the upcoming schedule for these D1 men's Buffaloes. We've got San Diego State once again tomorrow, February 7th, 7 p.m. That is here on Scope of Sports. And then a home and home with the rivals Colorado State. And that's it.
That's going to be, that's how you close out your season. It happens every year, of course, but I mean, after, looks like Buffs will get a week off, weekend of February 20th. They'll travel up to Colorado Springs on that Friday to play the Rams, and then they'll come back here for their final game of the regular season.
And that'll be such an interesting one because the game in Fort Collins is at a normal 7 p.m., but the game here, Kieran, 12 p.m. So wake up early, get your coffee if you were a late riser, and tune in to us February 21st, 12 p.m. for Rocky Mountain Face-Off.
I'll tell you right now, they better have coffee to start off as a big hit takes place behind the net and a penalty coming up here. Looks like the linesman went down behind the net. Holy cow. And he is not pleased.
Speaking of Colorado State, Kieran, actually, they're a pretty interesting team because they were, keyword were, nationally ranked in the top 25. And they have fallen out of that in the last couple of weeks and have not been able to regain quite that status. As you'll quite remember, Colorado State, the spoiler against Colorado's national bids 2 years in a row.
I mean, Colorado is going to take that to heart despite the... I think it's out of the question that Colorado will make nationals this year. But nonetheless, they will hold that near and dear to their hearts as they will look to capitalize. So now Aztecs on the power plays. Testa heads to the box. Now handled by Faraz. Shot for the point. Deflected in traffic. Piggott racing for it. Faraz centering pass. And cleared out by Colorado. Here comes Dickinson. Playing along the near side. He takes a huge hit into the boards from Logan Okansky. Now coming the other way. It's Okansky. far side. That shot deflected. Hits the netting.
Once again, reminder that 6th place in WCHL penalty kill for the Buffs, trending upwards in recent weeks. It was lower, yet not much on the special teams trending upwards for San Diego State, though they have shown some pretty remarkable poise for their statistics on the penalty kill here tonight. Despite that, Colorado still getting a couple of man advantage tallies.
That one's set wide of Matthew Server, who hasn't seen a whole lot of action this evening, but he's been there when he's had to, despite letting 2 go past. Ahead of my Faraz, looking to clear, and looking to get a shot off. Now Brown on the far side, and Dickinson coming the other way. It's 2-on-2. Here comes Piggott. Piggott's got Dickinson and behind the net, but he just clears. Aztecs go in for a change. 43 seconds to go on the man advantage. And down goes Ryan into the boards. He's looking for the puck. Shot saved by Server. Deflected in traffic. And going behind the net. Faraz still out there. Elaras kept it in. Faraz near half wall. Elaras shot for the point. Score! Ryan Elaras, what a shot right down the slot from the point. The defenseman from Lakeside, California, making a statement on the man advantage.
And yeah, just when we were saying that their man advantage tallies weren't that great, I mean, the statistics show, but Colorado a little lackadaisical, a little loose effort on the penalty kill, and just a top slot shot from the Aztecs. And they're within 3.
Oh, a huge play taken by Massey, and they'll drop back. Massey lost the puck. I'll take it over to Rosalenko. They'll lose the puck. Massey will take it. Now it's Bergy centering past the hole, can't connect. Grant Robinson at the top. It's handled by Hull. Shot for the point. Save made. Rebound is trying to get cleared out, but we'll get a stoppage. Massey sent across. Now sent back out. High stick down by Server. Batted down, rather. Rosalenko in the corner looking for it, along with Robinson. Rosalenko goes down. Now loses the puck. Brown is there. They're trying. Colorado desperately trying to clear. The tides have definitely shifted in favor of the Aztecs this period. That shot saved by Server. Rebound cleared out. Does not another turnover coming. It's Luke Massey. He's able to clear and an icing coming.
Well, sloppy icing right there for Colorado. And like you said, tides definitely changing a little bit. The ice is tilted a little bit back more in the Aztecs' favor. They get the goal on the board. And hey, we heard David Hofteaser say at the end of the second period, we've blown a lot of leads this season. We can't do that again. And they recognized it. And that's up for this Colorado team with just a couple games remaining in their season to not blow what would be a very big blown lead against a worse team. The only worst team within the conference.
Second icing call in a row for Colorado. Bergy and company will stay out.
What you probably want to see is for Colorado to just lay a hit or two, just something to get, the crowd that's here back into it a little bit, and even get the team and the bench back into the game. It's been a kind of quiet lull of a start of a third period. Obviously the power play and the power play goal for the Aztecs back in the offensive zone here.
Sean Yao lost his footing. Rosalenko has got help from Bergy. Takes a shot deflected, or kept down rather, by Struzaz.
Rosalenko waited way too long. He had Bergy wide open for at least a shot attempt, and they got nothing.
Well, Jake Rosalenko, he's had some incredible chances, making some costly mistakes setting up his shots. And he's got that cross ice to Bergy. would have been a different story for sure. Rosalenko looking out to Nash. Put it back to Hennessy. That's saved by Server. Play back out to Weiss. Weiss, there's Nash. And Colorado's offsides. Yeah, discipline really becoming an issue here in the third.
Offside by several feet, and yeah, you're right. They're just a little bit sloppy in a couple of these plays, and it's nothing they can't fix, and nothing they can't fix very quickly, but it's something that they're going to want to address pretty close to now. Colorado, you don't want to let San Diego State back in the game even a little bit, and they have plenty of time remaining in this game to score 3 goals.
Miracle chased down this puck, 14.5 to go in the third. Now an icing against the Aztecs. That was a problem for them in the second.
Yes, it was. And Colorado, a couple of icings there. Now San Diego with 1 in return. And that is really what hemmed the Aztecs in a lot last period, is just Colorado's relentless forecheck and pressure at the blue line. And, like you said, repeated icings as they hit the, the rafters right there. That's the second time tonight, I think, Karen.
First one went up into the rafters. I don't even want to know how many pucks are up there, Aiden. I mean, it looks like I can actually see one hanging, just barely hanging off the edge near center ice. Of course, our cameras can't look up there, but I mean, I'm sure it's scary to look up there and see how many there are. Draw taken by the Buffs. Their own zone. Stuckey trying to get that one off. Merrick kept it in at the top. And Stuckey near the near half boards. Marcellus in the far corner, left it back for Stuckey. And he'll lose possession. Now Nash trying to come away. Sent out, can't connect with Marcellus, and they'll chase it down. Now Weiss. Back to Marcellus, another turnover. And it's taken by Benjamin Hollingsworth. Merrick shot for the point, deflected in traffic. Sit out in front. Weiss trying to get a shot off, tried to go to the backhand, he can't do it.
Weiss with a number of stick handles, and I'm honestly shocked Colorado really didn't get a shot on goal there, let alone a goal. That was a prime scoring chance that they had, and had San Diego State just all out of sorts.
A Hoff teaser. Made it back for Carney. Server came out to play. It's handled by Carney behind the net. Pushing the 13-minute mark. Colorado still leads by 3. Now Testa with wheels. Skating up into the center. Out to the near side. That shot goes wide. Now sent out. Odd man rush for the Aztecs. Out in front. Shot saved made by Matthew Server. A Herculean effort for Roz. Had help. The Colorado really defenseless. 2-on-2 now. Testa can't connect with that pass for Hoff-Teaser. Penalty coming here against the Aztecs. Carney. Looks like Server's going to head to the bench. Colorado handles the puck.
San Diego State did not touch the puck there. I have no idea why they blew the whistle.
Dougie Wood is just as confused as we are.
Wood, Hoff-Teaser, Pearson, that should not have been blown dead. But nonetheless it was, and Colorado, yet another man advantage.
12.5 to go here, period number 3. A huge chance for the Buffs to bring this lead back up to 7. Pearson, Wood, Hoff-Teaser getting all up in the refs' faces. So Colby Hennessy is going to head to the box, it looks like. Oh, scratch that. That is Zachary Struzas. Dickinson. Back to Weiss. Now it's set back. Shot save made. I will tell you, Heinzel hasn't had a whole lot of shots hit him so far. He's been there when he needs to be. Piggott. The puck. Heinzel has not allowed a single goal here tonight ever since D was pulled. Dropping back is Weiss. He's looking for help. And he'll play it out to Elliott Testa. Testa out to Dickinson. And here's Bergy. Bergy over to Testa from Weiss. Out of the corner is Dickinson. Tried to connect with Piggott. He can't. A minute to go. Weiss is in perfect position. Shot for the point. Save made by Heinzel. Piggott's shot deflected high in traffic. Now on the far side, it's Piggott. Piggott loses his footing. Takes an Aztec down with him. Now played it out. Here's Dickinson. Shot, score! Owen Dickinson, his first of the night. A huge goal, sneaks it over that right shoulder. And Colorado has brought the lead back up to 4.
And I was just going to say, Kieran, a really good effort from Colorado on the power play. Yeah, they get the goal, but San Diego State's penalty kill defensive structure is just weak versus Colorado. Colorado was able to just pull them around the zone at will. You could watch the 4-man diamond formation just shift and ebb and flow with every pass that the Buffs made, and eventually they get them out of the way, and they had the trip there, and Colorado able to regain possession, but they get San Diego State out of the way, and just a cheap little chip shot from the left side of the goaltender, and it's a 7-3 lead for Colorado.
Now coming the other way, it's the Aztecs looking to respond. That shot deflected high, and then it'll hit the netting. Looks like that one went out of the rink. Aztecs now down again by 4. Their momentum is shifting, or the energy rather, is shifting back.
Absolutely, and you know, Kieran, it may seem like a while since we last faced these Aztecs, and that would be correct. We did not face this team last year at all. Last meeting came in the 23-24 season, and we had a 3-1 record against these Aztecs then, just a 5-4 loss on almost a year ago to the day, February 3rd, or excuse me, 2 years ago to the day, February 3rd. And in that season series, Colorado outscored the Aztecs 20-9 in those 4 games, including 1 shutout on the road in San Diego. And here, another high-scoring game between these two teams, 7-3.
Braden Mayer's forced back into the corner. Now at the top, shot for the point, save.
Oh, my.
That was the loudest.
That was one of the loudest shots I've ever heard in this ring.
Into the boards, man. Those boards, like we've said, those are some hard boards to crash into.
They are. You know, I actually just crashed into them about 3 days ago while skating on the ice. And I still have a bruise on my entire left side.
That's brutal. Holy cow, wood goes down. Speaking of, out of the boards again, it's Testa. Holy cow, I don't know what the heck is going on.
It's that corner, that's where I fell over too.
Man, rink staff, you got to check out the ice over there, maybe. That's under a pass, shot save made by Server. Beautiful setup as Akansky couldn't get a shot off that pass from Barber.
Colorado messy in their own zone and allow a shot off that just goes high, and Server had not seen it. Could have been a 4th goal for the Aztecs there. Lucky break that it is not.
Now coming the other way, Piggott looking. He's shorthanded. Now Pearson comes into the zone. Now it's handled and cleared out by the Aztecs. Ryan chasing it down. Carney's in the vicinity. In the near side, another big collision as Dickinson struggles to his skates. Now it's Morris. He'll send it back. Shot for the point. Deflected in traffic and cleared out. Back comes to Piggott, and it'll be handled by Eleras. Chasing Hingo, able to clear. Gets it back into the corner. Massey, over to Dickinson. Over to Carney now. Let's play back. Massey looking for the puck. Set back.
I believe the net is off on the right side, yeah.
Yep, looked like they got through. Now, we thank you all, as always, for watching SCOBA Sports. Kieran Walker, Aiden Glockner, Quinn Crack, and Talon on camera here this evening. Paxton Haynes ringside. Very thankful for everyone from this crew who comes out for these broadcasts.
And make sure to check us out online. All the well, not the links, but the handles are right there. And we've got so much good content on X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, even our website. Just tremendous content by all the students here in SCOBA Sports.
Now coming the other way, look at my Grant. Grant's shot is saved. Popopoulos coming the other way. Excuse me, that's Weiss rather. Weiss goes down. He's looking for help. There's Popopoulos. Now taken. Bergie will hang on to the puck. Looking out in front. Trying to get a wraparound. He can't do it. As Heinzel is there to stop it. Comes back out to Merrick. Merrick sent out to Massey.
Ooh.
Backhand pass. Here comes Bergie.
Merrick, nifty pass right back through his legs.
Bergie's shot swallowed up by Heinzen. Let's go down to Paxton for an update. Marcellus in for the draw. He'll give it to the Aztecs. Hole looking. Another icing call coming for Colorado.
Please, I have someone to be. Where? Bikinis and beanies with the lacrosse.
We have got a final in Laramie for D2. The Wyoming Cowboys have defeated the Colorado State Rams by a score of 4-1. The Cowboys will be on their way to Boulder and face off with the D2 Colorado Buffaloes in the playoffs tomorrow afternoon. That game will be streamed live on SCOBA Sports.
I got in front. That shot deflected. That was handled by Matty Hole coming the other way. Hole sent it back to Nash. Nash out in front. Marcellus diving for it, and Heinzel able to make the save. What a diving save by Nicholas Heinzel. Right on top as, my goodness, Kevin Marcellus. He's getting right up into his kitchen. Looks like Nash is going to come in to attempt the draw. And he'll face Patrick Faust. Faust will take it. Aztecs trying to clear. That goes into their bench nearly before it hits the netting.
Little fun fact for you, Kieran, speaking of San Diego and Boulder, Colorado. You would think it's, early February. It's winter. It's Colorado. Well, it must be cold, right? Well, actually, San Diego and Boulder are actually the same temperatures right now.
That's hard to believe, man. I mean,
so if you're living in San Diego and you're like, wow, this is nice and warm. I wonder how it is in Boulder. Well, it's the same temperature here.
exactly. Boulder, we've been saying this, Colorado's like in its own void this year. It's so
Absolutely. Us in Utah.
Absolutely.
We've had basically no winter at all.
It's brutal, man. I gotta say, it's brutal for the mountains, too.
Brutal for the nature, especially.
Nature, yep. Off-teaser back out on the ice. Dougie Wood in for the draw. Hollingsworth in for the Aztecs. Hollingsworth takes it. Going the other way now. Here's Wood. Wood over to Testa. Testa hangs on. Center pass, but he's just offside. His off-teaser a little too jumpy.
Oh, that's unfortunate because Hofteaser was anticipating a little bit of a quicker entry, but Testa, what a move to just dance his way past the defenders, and despite it being offside, just phenomenal example of stick handling.
Absolutely. Athletic training staff is going to head off of the Aztecs bench. It looks like Mason Brown's going to be heading off. That's a big loss for the Aztecs. He's been incredible here this evening.
Got something wrong with his foot for sure, though. You could see him limping slightly off in his skates once he's gotten off the ice.
Zone is cleared by the Aztecs rather. Offsides called against the Aztecs. Back up Testa. Over here, sends it over to Wood. Wood, shot save, rebound out in front. Hofteaser's not there in time. Diving on top of it was Heinzel. Holy cow. Heinzel's only allowed one this period.
And hey, I mean, he's been good, but Wood with the rush with Hofteaser on his left, and actually it wasn't. I was just looking. It was the glove down in the crease that confused me. For a second I thought, hey, did the puck cross the line there? No matter, because the whistle had blown, but really, really good work here in this third period, like you just said. Coming in relief of Lee. Just a big deficit, big hole for San Diego State. And, it's probably the end of the game for them here, unless they were to, have a miraculous comeback here as we enter just about the final five. But you're going to start thinking towards tomorrow's game when they play at 7 p.m. What can San Diego State do better? What can Colorado do better? Because they certainly did not play a perfect game. And how can Colorado here take both games at home on this weekend against the Aztecs?
Now Testa coming back. He'll play it back to Hofteaser. He can't connect. And it'll be held on to by the Aztecs. It's Connor Hennigan. Carney. Five minutes to go here in period number 3. The Buffs lead by 4. Once again, they've had that 4-point lead. Here's Piggott out in front. Shot save made. Dickinson couldn't get to the rebound. Merrick kept it in at the top. Here's Piggott trying to get a point on the board. But it's cleared out. Here comes Merrick. Would have been called offsides, but it'll be handled by Struzas. Merrick looking for the puck. Struzas into the corner. And here's Piggott. Piggott looking for the puck. Handled by French, who will head to the bench for a line change. Dickinson lost the puck, turned over, and it's offsides. Let's go down to Paxton for an update.
Hey guys, Mason Brown for SDSU just came off the ice a couple of minutes ago with an injury. Little banged up, but walking on his own power just fine. He was given a pack of ice, and it seems like he went straight to the room, and he might just be calling it a day.
Back up here, draw coming to the neutral zone. Dickinson. He's in with Patrick Fost. Fost will take it. Fost has been instrumental on these face-offs for the Aztecs. Nolly Hussey and company out on the ice. Here's Piggott. Over to Pearson. Piggott mishandled it, and it's forced into the corner. Grant Robinson. Now back out to Dickinson. Dickinson cross ice to Piggott. They connect, but he'll hang on. Great work by Piggott out in front, trying to get a backhand pass, and it's deflected in traffic.
Oh, and Piggott couldn't even see. He didn't turn around. Had he done so, the net was just wide open.
Pearson over to Piggott. He's still got the puck. Shot swallowed up by Heinzel.
Yeah, Heinzel's done a really good job coming in relief. Like, I know he just said this the other break, Kieran, but the one goal allowed in this third period, 3 in each of the previous 2. And he's done a good job coming in relief, just being solid, settling things down. Now, I think the team has looked a little bit more structured in front of him. Colorado a little less dominant, for sure, but still, credit to Heinzel.
Out in front, that cross-ice pass can't connect with anyone. Now taken by Massey. at the far half boards. Bergy looking for the puck. That's deflected into the netting. Goes out of the rink. An extra whistle. Might have a penalty coming here. It looks like Massey's going to, yep, Massey's going to head to the box. And he is not happy.
Wow, and they're going to eject Massey here. We'll find out what the call was here in just 1 second, but I'm surprised because I mean, I looked away for a brief second, Kieran, but I didn't see anything.
Yeah, that was, I got to be honest, I wasn't sure what happened, but looks like the Buffs bench is convening for a moment. They've assessed Massey's penalty for 2 minutes. We'll see if that changes. They're competing at the scorer's box. It's going to be on Massey for interference. But he gets tossed. Final 3 minutes to play here in period number 3. Colorado leads by 4. Aztecs, all they can do is narrow this lead and hope for the best. Faraz will play it back, and an icing is called. The
Well,
Aztecs
Kieran,
will come back to their zone.
I see what happened here. It's not that he got a major. He just wanted to get off the ice. 2-minute penalty with 3 minutes to go in a 4-goal game. You're probably safe. You never want to, you know, never want to be safe, not sorry. Never know for sure. But pretty good judgment, I would say, from Luke Massey.
Absolutely. 90 seconds to go on the power play for the Aztecs. Colorado is just not backing down. That pressure on this penalty kill is still rampant.
Absolutely. Just that honey-like pressure I've told you about in the neutral zone earlier, just complete stuffing up. The Aztecs, they do make the zone entry here, but they have not had a ton of great offensive pressure and just a couple one-off chances this entire game, really.
This is set back out. That shot into traffic, deflected. Into the far corner. And by Mayer at the top. One-timer shot save.
Colorado, kind of a cautious penalty kill here. Not really pressuring the player with the puck too much.
Yeah, they want to save their energy for tomorrow.
Oh, and nearly a break there, but mishandled by the Buffs. Though they managed to get it out.
Rosalenko manages to clear as the Buffs get some fresh skaters. Not coming the other way. Looked like Marcellus lost his footing. Marcellus. I got in front. Aztecs trying to get a point off. Hennessy. Centering pass. Goes back. One-timer down. Deflected. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Final chance. That shot off the post. My goodness. What a chance for Logan Okansky. Now coming the other way. It's Stuckey. He's offsides.
And Kieran, that's the same top right hand, if you're the goal itself, same top right hand corner that was hit by the Buffs previously in this game. So 2 posts, really the corner of each, crossbar and the post, the connection there, 1 for each team. And a little bit of decent pressure by the Aztecs on their power play, but you can see it, both teams are tired. Colorado just kind of a very chill penalty kill, and while the Aztecs got a couple shots off there, none of them were truly super dangerous besides the one right there at the end. They're going to eat this loss here, minute 13 to go, and start thinking how they're going to recoup tomorrow and come back with a vengeance here.
Just looking for the puck. And by Yo. Yo coming the other way is Michael Ryan. It's batted down. Final minute of play in this third period. Colorado leads by 4. This will be handled. Hoff-Teaser, centering pass, can't connect with Wood. Ryan, one-timer. Clapper, rather. Let's go back. Wood, Nash for the shot, and a diving stop by Heinzel. It might contest whether or not it crossed the goal line. It did not. just inside 40 seconds to go in period number 3. And Colorado will just wind down these final seconds. Wood in for the draw. Facing Benjamin Hollingsworth. Will take it. Nash right into the glove of Heinzel.
Easy glove save for Heinzel there. Really, really easy. And yeah, 36 seconds left in this game. This is over for the Aztecs, but like we keep saying, there's still a whole nother 60 minutes here to play here tomorrow, Kieran.
Yep, Colorado's got to serve their energy, be ready for tomorrow. Here's Wood. Centering pass. There's a off teaser, can't connect. Nash fighting forward in the corner, another turnover. Aztecs with one final chance to narrow this lead. Back to 3. Is this footing? Lost his footing was Barber, excuse me. Barber sent it into the corner, rather. Picked up by Yale. Behind the net, final 10 seconds to go. Ryan applying that pressure. Barber played it back into the opposite corner. Sent out to the top. Elaras on the near side, he'll hang on to it. That's gonna do it. Your final score, 7-3. Colorado, a huge win here at home. A win that they have been looking for, I think, all of 2026.
I would say true. This 7 goals is the most this Buffs team has scored in a game all season. They've had 4 goals, they've had 5 goals, they have not had 7 in a game. And like I said earlier with the past games against San Diego State, you know, in their debut, I believe, in 2023, I want to say these teams had 9 goals per team in some certain games. So some high-scoring games against the San Diego State Aztecs, perhaps something to look forward to tomorrow, Kieran. But all in all, just 60 minutes of strength, power, and just a really, really good game plan for the Colorado Buffaloes here at home.
Absolutely. This is just an incredible performance, one that we have been yearning to see from this men's D1 Buffaloes team this entire year.
Absolutely. It's something that we just really have not seen consistently, nor very frequently. We talked about the University of Mary series, complete domination by Mary. We've had games against Colorado State where it's gone back and forth. Games against Oklahoma. The Buffs just were at Missouri State and lost both games on the previous weekend. So Colorado a little inconsistent here this season, but this is a very good win going into the final stretch this season here, I personally would say.
Absolutely. I mean, heading into the final stretch, you want to end your season on a high note, and Colorado is trying to maintain that record or that mentality that they had tonight into tomorrow when they face the Aztecs for Game 2 of this series. And of course, the Rocky Mountain Face-Off is the pinnacle of every Colorado season. It's what they look forward to most after they get a week off. But ladies and gentlemen, an absolutely incredible night here at the CU Rec Center. Both of our teams coming away with big wins. Women's getting that win against the Utah Utes after they were swept the previous weekend in Salt Lake. And of course, our men's D1 team playing SDSU for the first time in 2 years.
Absolutely. They get the win, and they get the win on what is acting tonight, or well, not explicitly tonight, but this weekend acting as senior night and senior weekend for these MD1 Buffs. Not tonight officially, although it was Hockey Fights Cancer Night for the women's team, and it will be the official senior night for the Buffs tomorrow. A season is coming to the end for all 3 teams. The men's D2 team has already wrapped up outside of playoffs and any conference tournaments, Kieran, and the both D1 teams are nearing the ends of their respective seasons as well.
Absolutely, and it's really exciting that men's D2 will be here tomorrow facing off against either Wyoming or CSU. And that's going to be exciting. One of the first times SPS has been covering a playoff game, and that'll be definitely an exciting atmosphere.
Especially a home team playoff game.
A home team playoff game. You never see that here.
No, you don't. You weren't here, Kieran, as your year under me, but my freshman year, 3 years ago, the Rec Center here hosted the women's WWCHL playoff tournament. That unfortunately, that was the one year out of the past couple that the Colorado women's team was not a part of. So we had a great time, covering that. Arizona State won the championship against Denver, Colorado State, and I believe GCU were the other teams in that tournament. But yeah, that should be really exciting here. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to wrapping up all the hockey seasons here on Scope of Sports before we get to some fun spring sports, Kieran.
Absolutely. We got lacrosse coming up. Baseball, as always, that's always a fan favorite here on SBS. We have a huge crew who always comes out. And, I mean, lacrosse, too, is quite exciting. I mean, I got my start here at SBS covering hockey. But, I mean, lacrosse is definitely up there, I will say, in terms of sports I love covering. But more exciting news, looks like we're going to be covering rugby this spring as well, which is
that's news to me.
Development.
That's exciting. You ever watched a professional rugby game?
I can't say I've watched professional. I've watched a couple of Army games growing up. I would go to West Point and just watch them occasionally. But, I mean, I will say, and if you've ever been to West Point, you've seen Army Rugby's facility. They're not even an NCAA team, but it is a world-class facility, I will say, right down on the Hudson River.
Sounds very, very nice. And honestly, rugby, my first experience with it actually was I got to watch the Irish national team face against the New Zealand national team with a bunch of Irish friends last year. It was my first my first introduction to rugby, and it was fun. But I kept saying, throughout the game, there were about 60% of the plays where I was like, man, this is just better in American football.
And Paxton Haynes is with Owen Dickinson. Let's send it down to him.
Not going to leave anything. We're going to leave it all out there. And I really appreciate that from my group, especially as a graduating senior. Like, that's something that you want to see your teammates do. It's like, put it all out on the line for you. And so when I get to witness that every day, like, puts a smile on my face. It makes me happy.
What's the biggest things you guys are going to take into tomorrow and into that final series against CSU?
I think to play consistent. I think there was moments in the game where we underestimated them. And then they, came down and scored a quick goal, scored a second quick goal. And we realized you can't underestimate anybody. We're going to treat everybody the same, and we're going to play our best hockey regardless of the opponent. So that's kind of our mindset. So we're going to do that for the rest of the year, regardless of who we're playing.
As a senior, what's the emotion like going into tomorrow, such an important day, and knowing that your time here as a Buffalo is coming to a close?
It's sad. It makes me really happy, like looking back on it. And seeing like all the great people that I've met and all the amazing memories that I've made with those great people. And it's disappointing, but it's also bittersweet. Like, I'm happy. Like, this is a big accomplishment for me. I'm about to graduate from college, but at the same time, I'm really disappointed to see, to move on from all these guys. So.
Absolutely. Great win today. Thanks, Owen.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Paxton. Owen Dickinson, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night we will celebrate senior night here at the CU Rec Center as this squad takes on SDSU for Game 2. Should
Absolutely.
be exciting.
And yeah, you could hear him say it right there. Owen Dickinson, captain of this team, senior just like I am, and going to graduate in like 3 months. And hey, it was a nice answer by him. It's pretty bittersweet. You've especially if you're on this team, even for us up here in the broadcasting. It's bittersweet. You've been on the team. Dickinson has for all 4 years now. You make friends, you make brothers, for life, and it's a very close camaraderie. A lot of these guys have. Matthew Server, for example, a year hiatus before coming back for one final year with this team. Just speaks to the volume of how friendly these guys are with each other, how nice of a vibe the team has, how well the interns and such get along with the team, and it's just a nice vibe, I think, amongst all three of these hockey teams here at Colorado.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just a unique camaraderie that I really have not really seen anywhere else. But that's going to do it for us tonight here on SCOBA Sports. Paxton Haynes ringside alongside Aiden Glockner. I'm Kieran Walker saying you heard it here first, and so long from Boulder.